My friends, it is the 13th of April 2023. I've just arrived here from Amsterdam in Taipei Kaohsiung International Airport in Taiwan. I'm here for a connecting flight with China Airlines to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. I'll be traveling on the Airbus A321neo in economy class. Thank you so much for joining in and coming along today. And let's begin a trip report. Taohsiung Airport is the home base of China Airlines, the national carrier of the wonderful island Taiwan. The airport is very simple in layout. Each terminal has two long corridors filled with shops. The gates are located one floor below, where each one features a large waiting room. But before we start our trip to Cambodia, let's explore the China Airlines business class lounge. Thanks to my KLM Platinum status, I can enjoy this wonderful retreat. Having visited this lounge multiple times over the years, I always look forward to coming back here. The interior is just simply stunning. It has that cozy and comfy feeling that I have not seen anywhere else in the world. Even the toilet is worth mentioning, and yes, that's a Japanese style one with bidet function. The food offering is also on a whole different level. You have the front area with pastries, hot drinks and booze. Soft drinks can be found in the middle section. Then at the back you have a scrumptious hot buffet. Almost anything you can imagine is on offer. There's a dedicated vegetarian corner, a noodle bar, variety of dim sum dumplings and bao, various Western and Asian dishes. The options seems to be endless. My first round consisted of some stir-fried veggies, spring roll, tea egg, a must-try if you're in Taiwan, rice noodles and char siu bao. For the second round, I ordered another famous dish from Taiwan, beef noodle soup with some bok choy. After a wonderful lunch, it was time to head for my gate. Today we'll be taking flight CI-863 from Taipei to Phnom Penh. And yes, that's the proper pronunciation for the Cambodian capital. This flight is operated by an Airbus A321neo. In the future, this will be China Airlines' main narrow-body aircraft for short and medium-haul routes. And I'm excited to try this new aircraft. Boarding started soon, so let's head inside. The interior differs from the long-haul fleet, with more bright colors here, and I like it. I'm in seat 58K for this flight. Pillow and blankets are available upon request. It is nice to see that these seats have a headrest. You can adjust them sideways and also up. The IFE screen is the biggest I've ever seen in economy, and I wonder if this is the max, or could someone still squeeze in another inch. Below it you can find a USB port and audio port. If needed, you can tilt the screen a little bit. The tray table is fairly standard. I might have missed it, but there wasn't a power socket. However, charging via USB port is fine for a flight of this length. The legroom space is more than sufficient for me. And this is how the seat looks like when fully reclined. Before takeoff, the cabin crew handed out earplugs for those who needed. We are all set and ready for takeoff. Flight time today will be 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Dear passengers, according to CAA regulations and for your own safety, please fasten your seatbelt when seated. May we remind you to wear a face mask at all times. In case of cabin decompression, please remove your mask before putting on an oxygen mask.
While leaving the island of Taiwan behind us, let's have a look at the IFE screen. The screen is very responsive and quick. The selection with Asian carriers is always a bit limited, but there's a decent selection. Wi-Fi is also available on this flight. It's free for business class passengers, and there's also a free chat option for those in economy class. Otherwise, it is paid per MB package. Lunch is served soon after takeoff, and we could choose between chicken with noodles or chicken with rice. I went for the noodles. The meal looks great and colorful. We have an edamame bean salad as a starter. For the main, it is rice noodles with minced chicken, steamed veggies and tofu. Accompanied by a warm bread roll with butter, chocolate cookie and some fresh fruit for dessert. Interestingly, my Coke was served in a Pokemon themed cup. Coffee and tea was offered after the meal, and I went for a nice oolong tea. All in all, a really nice lunch for a medium haul flight. The lavatory on board of this flight was very clean, and I'm actually surprised to see the toilet paper still folded halfway during the flight. Okay, the flight was quite empty, so I could be the very first passenger using it. Or they might have just cleaned it. Whichever it may be, I always appreciate a well kept and tidy toilet. Besides the soap and lotion, you can also find eau de cologne here, which is very nice of them to have. China Airlines also offers duty-free sales with their catalog named Sky Boutique, although no one was really interested in buying on my flight. We have started our descent into Phnom Penh, so let's recap the journey. The Airbus A321neo from China Airlines is a fantastic aircraft to travel on. It is a significant improvement over the older Boeing 737-800 used on this route before. You have a comfy seat with a big IFE screen, a nice meal and friendly crew. This flight was just over 3 hours long, but I wouldn't mind if this aircraft was used on even longer routes. For this trip I paid €890.71 for an open jaw ticket from Amsterdam to Phnom Penh via Taipei and back from Osaka, Japan. And although not the cheapest, I think it's a fair price for this journey, and I just can't wait to travel with them again soon.
And that was China Airlines from Taipei to Phnom Penh on board of the Airbus A321neo. Thank you so much for joining in and coming along today. Take care guys, and we will see each other in the next video.